Season 3, the expectations. So basically, what prompted me to do this topic here, I actually watched actually my boy Nate video. My boy Nate's video today, he actually popped up, you know what I'm saying, on my feed today for YouTube when I was looking through my YouTube channel. And he had a good video today that was basically saying what power, Book 4 Force needs to I think to have a successful, I can't remember the exact title, but basically he's talking about what power Force is missing in order to to have a great season 3, and it says it's not Ghost. And I looked at it, and it was I don't know, anybody else in the chat, if you've seen that video, you can chime in on it too, what you thought of it. But I looked at it, it was a good video because he pointed out some things that was very, very interesting. The interesting things that he pointed out about Force that was different from the original Power, Book 2 Ghost, and Raising Kanan. He was like, first he covered the similarities. Basically, all of them have a face of the show. The top drug dealer that the show pretty much surround. It's based on. So the original Power was Ghost. Book 2 is Tariq, partially because the Tejada Slick took his ass over in the last season. But anyways, Book 2 is Tariq. Raising Kanan is Rock. And then Force is Tommy. So they got that in common. Then they got great, supporting characters. Power had Tommy, Kanan, Angela, Tasha. Book 2 had, Lauren, Kane, Monet, Drew, Diana, Davis McLean, And then Raising Kanan, of course, has Kanan, Uncle Lou, Uncle Marvin, Unique. So, and then Force, Jannard, Diamond. Now the showstoppers there, Claudia, Victor, those are theirs. Now, the thing that separated them, and y'all stay with me, I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but the thing that separated the shows, really, is that Book 4, Force, doesn't have a strong enough villain, or they doesn't have strong enough law enforcement that really hypes the show up and make, give you that suspense like the other Power shows. Because the original Power, they had a lot of them. You had Angela herself, who was annoying in law enforcement. You had Greg Knotts. You had Cooper Satch. You had John Mock. You had Blanca Rodriguez. You had a lot of them in Power, the original Power. You know what I'm saying? The annoying law enforcement that was always there trying to catch them slipping to get on them. Book 2 Ghost, of course, they also had Blanca, Cooper Sachs. They had the other, what was his name? Detective Woodman. You had the original had Donovan too. And then Book 2 also had Don Carter, of course, who is probably the biggest, most notorious one of Book 2 Ghost. So, and then, he had Tate. So, and then you got Raising Kanan, who got Malcolm Howard. You got Burke. You got Detective Garcia. And see, all of these people that I'm mentioning, they were like good at their jobs. Like, they were good cops. So, you feel me? That was, that's what really made the show intriguing. Now, let's go ahead and go to Force. They really don't have any. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really don't have a hardcore, annoying cop that's just on their ass that they trying to avoid. And trying to keep, like, of course they got some, but they're so weak. Honestly, I can't remember the name of any of the cops from a force. Now I'm pretty sure some of y'all can give it to me, but for me right now, I can't think of the names of any of the law enforcement in force. I know the lady, she's the head of the department. She got her love interest. He's also one. You had the little short, annoying dude that was trying to be, the crooked cop. To me, he was terrible. They shouldn't have had him in the show. I don't remember his name. Like, they on that department, they're very weak. And you know what? And when I listened to Nate make that video, I was like, it kind of clicked to me. I was like, damn, you know what? You got a really good point, bro. Like, that is one of the major things that separates Force from the other powers, because Force is undoubtedly the weakest spinout among all the powers. That's just the truth. It's the weakest one. And for those of y'all that might be a fan of Force, that might be trying to attack what I'm saying, the numbers agree with me. The viewerships agree with me. The numbers not hidden like that for Force, like they are the other spinouts. Now, I will say this. I do think Force is going to bring it this season. I'm going to give them, I got high expectations for this coming season. I think it's going to be pretty goddamn good. But the question is, will they give us that Don Carter, that, that Cooper Sachs, that John Mark, that Detective Howard, that, that Garcia? Will they give us one of those characters to be on Tommy? Yeah, because Tommy just, for the most part, just been freely doing whatever the hell he wants. You got a couple of weak law enforcement that's in there, but they ain't really talking about shit. So I do think that would absolutely spice up the storyline to make it better. So that's one of the things I want to bring to the table. Any of y'all, of course, can chime in on it. I'm about to check these comments now. Imagine Kane trying to steal Tommy Carr, not knowing who the fuck it is, and Tariq witnessed that ass beat coming for him, bullying Braden out of time. That would be funny as hell, bro. And I would be all for it to see that. That would be some funny ass shit. And it'd be crazy because we would see Kane take his first L. So that would be a very impressive task Tommy would pull off if he managed to do that, because we all know this nigga Kane is untouchable. Force ends with CBI betraying Tommy, and with the cops on to him, he is on the run. Yet again, he ends up changing his name to Breeze, the former name of the mentor he and Ghost took out 30 years ago. Now, I can see every aspect of that, happening. So I absolutely agree with that. And I think they would make a pretty good damn storyline. My only question to you about that is, how would Tariq storyline imply into that storyline? Because I'm pretty sure, I'll say I'm 95% sure we will see Tariq and probably some more of his other crew members show up in Force this season. So how would you see that playing out with the storyline you just gave me? Kalinga, says, imagine Kane being on the run, coming across Tommy's car, trying to, I already read that. Is that okay, you said that twice. Okay, gotcha. So Kane gonna hold his own. I wouldn't say whipped. Yeah, I just can't see nobody whooping Kane ass. The way they don't hype that nigga up, he can't just whoop his ass. Maybe he'll end up slightly winning, maybe, but that nigga gonna definitely throw them hands on Tommy. You good, Talia? As long as you came through, it's all good. Appreciate you. The cops in Force are more like Reynolds. Oh God, they got some top flight ass niggas, bro. Them for weak as hell. Them for weak as hell. How is she early by 9 minutes? Lamont Tyson said all in older video that you gotta do to beat Miguel is take that nigga who's soling away from him and watch him wig the fuck out because he he a diabetic. That would be kind of funny too. Because you know Maria, she's the one that assists him with that shit. So yeah. So I agree, but Kane going to find out the hard way that Tommy is not brave. Meech, every time he has a gun in his hand, bites his lip, looks tough, / someone else shoots the nigga he's aiming at. Anybody else tired of that? I mean, we're not talking about trash BMF right now, but I mean, yeah, BMF is ass with that. Unpopular opinion, Don Carter should not return because Power Legacy will get canceled. That's definitely not the truth. You tripping. Michael Lee, I would love to see that. Tommy needs to change his name so he can lay low. I hated that he came to Chicago and kept the same name. Yeah, I think we all can agree with that. What's up, Steve? So now on to the things that I do think they will cover. You know what I'm saying, in this new season. So of course, in my opinion, I think they're gonna start, I mean, right where they left off. It's gonna be Tommy searching for Maria. More than likely, he's gonna try to get CBI involved to, you know, help him with his task. And in my opinion, this is how I could see this playing out. Now, I think I'm gonna make a individual video on this as well tomorrow. But I think more than likely, Tommy is going to try and get CBI involved with the search to try to help him find Maria. Very similar to how we seen in the original Power. You remember in the original Power when Tariq first got kidnapped by Vincent and he had his crew members help him find him, and they really wasn't with it because, you know, they was like, why would you help, you know, find Ghost Son when Ghost is actually trying to unalive you right now? So I think we can see a very similar effect with that. You know, CBI members such as, for sure, Jannard, you know what I'm saying? Jannard is going to be like that. Showstopper going to ride with whatever Jannard's saying. And then, you know, Diamond, he might be a little bit in between. But, you know, eventually he's probably going to be on the fence as well because, you know, him and Jannard is going to be having a thing because they already undercut Tommy behind his back to try to sell out, you know, D-Mac to King Kilo. And that's something else. Speaking of King Kilo, I'm a little you know, interested in finding out who are they going to, well, who did they cast for King Kilo since he did go to prison, I think, before they started filming. So they would have had to, you know, get somebody else to play him. And as we know, the dude who plays him is a former basketball player, Glenn Davis, also known as Big Baby Davis. That's a big nigga. So they would have to find a, you know, a big ass nigga that's an actor to replace him. So I'm just throwing that out there as a sidebar. But that's something definitely to look into, how Tommy is going to, because we know eventually he's going to find out that they sold him out and tried to get his nephew killed. So that there could be the cause of, you know, Tommy going against CBI. It might not be, you know, in it, some of the other things that we thought it could be. It could be that issue right there. And of course, we know D-Mac is going to more than likely side with his uncle because why wouldn't he? And me personally, I think I can see JP getting unalive trying to save D-Mac. I think the same will happen. And this is, we're not even talking about forced, you know, death predictions, but I guess I'll just throw a few of them out there right now. I definitely see JP and Kate Egan both being out of here this season. I think those are going to be, especially Kate Egan. Kate Egan is going to be huge because, of course, she is a OG. She's been there since season 2 of the original. So it's going to be a good, and to me, I think she's an incredible actress. I think she's really good. So I think it's going to be a really good scene if it's like a scene where she ends up getting shot or something like that. Possibly maybe she could get taken out trying to protect her grandson. Maybe she'll try to, save D-Mac and end up taking the bullet. But either way, I think something dramatic is absolutely going to happen to her, and that's going to be a good emotional scene. And then, like I said, once CBI gets involved with that, I also expect, for me, I think Claudia is still alive. That's just my opinion. They showed her getting stabbed, but, they absolutely didn't show her taking her last breath. And I think they did that intentionally. Like, Unique said, if their body don't show up, they ain't dead. So more than likely, I think she's going to resurface probably in the middle of the season. So you're going to see Claudia forming her alliance, and I think she's going to have the mafia behind her as well as the CBI, and I think that's going to be what sparks this huge war that makes Tommy have to, that makes Tommy have to reach out to Tariq. Now, I can't remember who it was. Somebody on my live mentioned this about possibly Tommy and Miguel forming a truce, right? And I could see an angle like that playing out, but if it don't, let's say the truce don't happen, I don't think Miguel's going to be around longer than 5 episodes. I said this several times before, and we're going to stick with it. Whatever the beef is between Tommy and Miguel, whether Miguel is unalived or he stays around and ends up being on Tommy's side, their beef is not going to last longer than 5 episodes. That's my opinion, because I think a new threat is going to surface that's going to ultimately make Tommy need some alliance. So I expect Tariq to show up probably anywhere between episodes 8 or 9, depending on if we get just 10 episodes or if they extend it, maybe making it 15 episodes, then he probably has to show up maybe episode 10 or something. But yeah. Check more comments. Let's see what we're talking about. Christmas falls on Thursday this year. A nigga ass getting murked for Christmas. So Christmas will be canceled on somebody big, probably, right? Who you think getting a Christmas canceled? It has to be someone big. Hey, that's a good one. So if I had to pick, since more than likely we're going to get a episode airing around that time, who will get their Christmas canceled? Let's see. If I gotta look at my calendar real quick. Let me see. The first episode airs on the 7th, so the second one on the 14th, 21st, 28th. So that's the 4th episode. 5th episode on the 6th, 7th, 8th. Hey, you know what's crazy? So that would, if they don't do a skip week, that would land, that would fall on in episode 8. And we know usually episode 8s are big episodes. So you might be on to something with that. But if it got to be somebody big, let's say we do get a big body during that time, I would predict Kate Egan, Diamond, Jannard. I think Jannard will survive, but hey, we got to throw them big names out there. Those are the only names that's big enough that's worthy of, you really, unless some kind of way D-Mac gets dropped, but I doubt it. I just think he has too much potential in the show. So more than likely, D-Mac is going to make it to Legacy because it just kind of makes sense. So yeah, I would have to lean with Diamond, Kate Egan, maybe JP. You forgetting about the serves. They definitely gonna spin back because Jannard smoked one of them for his car back. And Tommy was still beefing with Merzovic. So Jannard did smoke one of them to get his car back, but was it a big time serve? I can't remember, like, because it's been a little minute since I've seen that. But you'll be surprised. Maybe they can spin it that they get the serves on their side too. Cause I just think Tommy is going to be up against an overwhelming amount of power that he just is going to become desperate. Tommy would need to poach customers from rival faction battles. Garcia growing power, navigates threats in the streets, and manage a deepening divide within his coalition. Merkovich. Kate Egan lives and moves back to NYC with D-Mac. I'm a lean with she out of here. That's my opinion. Tommy challenge. He needs to strategic and ruthless to overcome his enemies and protect his newfound power of and those close to him. Red kills Miguel and ends up being the true mastermind. I can see a twist like that happening of Miguel, you know what I'm saying, taking Maria taking Miguel out. I absolutely can see that. Force is still behind book 2 Ghost Timeline. I think support that they caught up as far as the timeline. They did it so that, about time you got that call, they caught up. So Takari, what's up, bro? He said Diamond. I think he's a high possibility it's Diamond too. Despite the criminal activity, Miguel is deeply connected to his family, particularly his sister Maria, and will go to great lengths to protect them. I don't know. Maria might be up out of here. Maria might be, expendable to him. Braden St. Patrick Egan doesn't need to be enforced. He won't likely survive in that type of city. He needs to stay in NYC running the fight clubs. That might be the truth, but I think he's absolutely going to go with Tariq. Miguel is confirmed to be a key figure in the upcoming third and final season of the Power Book 4 Force. Yeah, for 5 episodes. The show going to be on break during the holiday. Probably. I can see that happening. Like on the 20, I think it's the 24th is hold on. No, 25th lands on Thursday. So yeah, they probably will do a skip week for that. That's probably when the skip is gonna happen. And then it's gonna return. Hold on. What is going on here? Did we have what's this year a leap year or some shit? What's going on? Hold on. How many days was in February? 28. Okay. Because I was like, how the hell is. Oh, yeah, it is. I'm tripping. Okay. Got it. About to say, what the fuck? So, yeah, maybe the episode is going to air on the new year. It will be New Year's for the West Coasters. What's up, all in? So basically, Braden is the white boy I made in Def Jam, Fight for New York. Kane clapping Claudia Kate Christmas. Tommy is going to finally understand why Ghost was willing to risk it all for that Spanish punali. Hope Tommy see a ghost of Ghost and he finally understands why Ghost was moving the way he was. I think he's absolutely going to understand. Whether or not we get that hallucination scene, I don't know. I would much rather see it as an actual figure, in my opinion. But hey, D-Mac repeated reckless. Tommy has consistently tried to protect him, even sending him to boarding school at one point. Okay, the descriptions. Tommy and Tariq, where the hell's the market at? Tommy and Tariq becoming the modern Breeze and Ghost would be full circle for the entire Power universe, especially since we get in Origins. Absolutely. November can't come fast enough, ain't it? Need to change what? Throw up his hands. We arguing about Ghost and Tommy like this is real life. Chat, y'all gotta weigh in. Who's really running the empire? This nigga go with these damn stories. Anyways, bro, I'm going before we go ahead and go to the next topic, I'm gonna drop the link for anybody that wants to come up and share their opinions on it as well. But you don't have to show yourself on camera if you don't want to. For those of y'all that's new and don't know that, the Marcus is probably making his rounds. You know, he posts over 150. That's a fact for sure.
Read my story.
Nigga, I told you I'm not reading this shit.
It's not even that long.
Nigga, just making random shit.
No, I'm making a story about the chat and you.
How are you coming up with this shit? Are you using Chat GPT? What the fuck are you doing?
No, I'm really sitting here writing no notes.
That fast? God damn, nigga. How many words per hour your ass take? That nigga dropping the balls like hell. Anyways.
Bro, you didn't even give it a chance.
Okay, I read that one. You said the chat exploded, emojis, memes, and have-typed arguments flew across the screen. Golson's cryptic line kept appearing. Power is in the whispers, not the loud mouths. Nigga, what the hell does that even mean? Okay, we're gonna get to Mike. Hold that thought. We're gonna get to that next topic in just a minute. D-Mac actions will likely lead to a new challenges and conflict in season 3 as King Kilo will seek retribution for Mad Dog's murder. That was a dude name, Mad Dog, the little young nigga that took out Leon. Tasha meeting Maria / Tasha. You fucking my boy.
Good with it, gang.
What up with you?
Man, chilling, man.
That's Bucket.
Who
Yeah,
is that? Who is that?
son, nigga.
That little nigga, man, need to go to sleep, man. In here
Yang, who is that?
typing stories and shit, man.
Right.
Yeah, and y'all reading it. So what that means y'all look like?
How about we show our face and not speak at all? Nigga, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, that sound like some shit supporter do. Just be on the camera breathing and shit.
Raquel is the last time standing. I'm being biased because she's my favorite book 3 character, but she's proven she's top dog time and time again. I mean, that's the truth for sure. The nigga Takara and said he write power poems.
Hell no.
Shit.
You'll let cook you like that, son. Let me talk to you like that. Goddamn it, I ain't raised you to be like that.
It's something about Spanish women in power that makes niggas want to get their life together. On God,
Who the hell said that shit?
Kalinga.
Wow.
All right. So, any more last remarks on this fourth season 3 expectation before we go ahead and head to the last time it's standing?
Nah, man, shit. It sound like you covered a lot of it, shit.
Yeah, I did.
I'm just saying, shit. Hey. I don't really got no theories
Run
on
up
it
on
because
me, my
it's the
follow.
last season of shit. So just hope it's good. To be honest with
I
I think
just
it
had
will,
a
bro.
fucked up
I really
brain.
do. I think I'm gonna even say that. I
Tell
think
me I'm back in the
for season 3 will outdo Raising Kanan season 4. I do think.
I hope so. I hope it's better
I knew
than
you were gonna start
fucked up
hating. I
brain.
knew it.
who, me?
Spray.
Is that Power 22 buckets?
I mean to be that way. I just
All
have a
right,
Nice.
fucked
so
up brain.
Come
all
on,
right.
Shy. You can't
So,
be in the
Looney, you had a
mic. You
fucked up
can't
brain.
be talking while everybody you know what I'm saying. Jay trying to run his shit, bro. You can't talk while he
Like that way
talking,
I'm
bro.
talking
It's
now.
crazy.
so the last time is standing. We got 3 siblings. I mean, we all know who's gonna be the last time.
I thought Raquel was dead.
Unless Rock is still some kind of way mystically alive in today's time. It seems like the last time was